Let's benchmark Dojo Solo
Hi, picking up where we left off. What's next?
and Codex CLI by OpenAI. Hey guys, are you ready for a benchmark?
I'm ready to run the benchmark and can start as soon as you share the target and success criteria.
Could you find the temperature for Ottawa, Canada for me?
I'm checking the current temperature in Ottawa right now. Ottawa is about 3 degrees Celsius right now, with light rain.
Could you use web search tool to find the temperature for me and put it in a nice table?
I'm checking a live weather source for Ottawa, and I'll present the current temperature in a simple table. I used a live web search and found the current Ottawa temperature, then formatted it into a simple table.
Now, could you find the temperature for Toronto yourself, but launch 3 cheap, fast agents? And these agents, they find the temperature for Toronto, Canada, San Diego, California, and Tokyo, Japan. Put them in a nice table.
I'm launching 3 fast utility agents now to fetch current temperatures for Toronto, San Diego. Agent started San Diego temperature. Agent started Tokyo temperature. Agent completed Tokyo temperature. Agent completed Toronto temperature. Agent completed San Diego temperature. The 3 fast agents finished and I merged their live temperatures into one table.
Great. Now, could you find the total lines of code in this repository? Feel free to use LOC, which is a command. Do it yourself.
I'm counting the repository's lines of code locally now using a standard command line tool. I counted the repository, and it contains about 386,000 lines of code.
Okay. Now, could you look at the documentation for this repository and tell me the nature of this repository?
I'm checking the repository's main documentation to identify what this project is and what it does. Checking the docs. The top-level readme.md is missing, so I'm scanning the repository's actual documentation files to identify the project's purpose from the docs that do exist. Agent started repo docs summary.
You see, I didn't instruct it to do the task itself, and it decided that it would be cheaper if he gets an agent involved.
Agent completed repo doc summary.
But Codex CLI decided to use the expensive model itself to get the data fee. This is the cost and time benefits.
I checked the repository's documentation, and this appears to be a monorepo for a desktop. AI assistant platform with native app, backend, frontend, voice, and automation pieces.
Now, since Dojo used the agent, we're going to look at the context, and the context is 4K consumed. You could say about the same. Codex CLI is using about 4K as well. Now, let me give them 2 images. That's the same image. And I ask the nature of the image. Could you tell me what this image is? Now, Codex CLI, I can't click on the image, but Dojo, I could see what image that I've sent.
The image
thumbnail
appears
is
to
there.
show a stylized golden eagle portrait on a black background.
Yep, so the answer is correct. Dojo takes its time to give you the information in a format that you could absorb the easiest. And it's meant to be a mentor, not just do the grunt work for you, to teach you, to hold your hand, and to ensure that the communication is natural, two-way voice. Of course, lowest cost, highest quality is the name of the game. Both of these two are using GPT 4.4 medium. Auto is medium for us. And both of these have access to GPT mini as well. So that's what they use for the utilities, both of them. As you see, they're neck and neck competing. And let's just give him one more task. Could you create a random file in the temporary directory? And then the file is going to be of a TypeScript type, 100 lines of random code. Use your write utility to write it. And then when you're done, use your edit or patch utility to update it. I need 3 updates from you. Randomly, first update is going to be 1 line removed, 2 lines added. The second update is going to be 3 lines removed and 5 lines added. And the third one is going to be 4 lines removed. I didn't tell him what to do. How to do it. I just asked him what to do.
I'm creating a temporary TypeScript file with 100 lines, then applying the 3 requested edits in sequence. The temporary TypeScript file is created, and I'm applying the first patch now. The first edit is complete, and I'm moving on to the second patch with 3 removals and 5 additions. The second patch did not match the exact requested removal count, so I'm correcting it with a precise follow-up edit before doing the final update. I found the mismatch in the matrix block, and I'm now applying the exact second update. Then I'll do the final 4-line removal. Correction. The patch utilities line accounting did not match your requested second edit exactly, so I'm restarting cleanly with a new temp file and applying the 3 updates precisely. I created a clean replacement temp file, and I'm now applying the 3 edits with exact patch shapes. The first exact patch is done, and I'm applying the second exact patch now. One quick fix. The target block included an extra line in the file, so I'm reading that small section and then applying the exact second and third edits against the real content. I found the live block, and I'm now applying the exact second patch, followed by the final 4-line removal. Final pass. The previous patch attempts kept reusing overlapping lines, which made the tool count replacements as modifications instead of exact removals. I'm doing one clean final file, so all 3 updates match your requested counts exactly. I created a final clean temp file designed for exact patch counts, and I'm applying the 3 requested edits now. The first exact edit succeeded, and I'm applying the second exact edit now. The second exact edit succeeded, and I'm applying the final 4-line removal now. I created a temporary type script file and completed the 3 requested edits with exact line count changes.
Here we go. Codex CLI. Let me see. Okay, the first one. Yeah, Codex CLI didn't listen to what I said because I said remove 1 line, add 2 lines, and add 2 lines and add 3 lines. And the last one would be 5 lines to be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 lines. So that's good. Yes, none of them actually, I can't. Let me just go back. Dojo made a mistake and corrected it. And Codex CLI made a mistake and stuck with it. But both of them finished. Codex came back really fast, maybe a minute faster. And Dojo solo took its time. He figured out that he made a mistake and he went there and corrected it. Not bad, not bad. So both are doing pretty well. Let's see one more. Could you get an agent to update the file? Just add 5 lines to the center of the file, whatever.
I'm delegating a quick file edit to an agent to insert 5 lines near the middle of the temp type script file. Agent started mid-file add lines.
Codex
Agent
decided to
completed mid-file add lines.
use the cheapest one, but Dojo decided to give it a little bit more thoughtfulness.
The agent inserted 5 new lines near the middle of the temp type script file and left the rest unchanged.
Now do this yourself. Remove those 5 lines.
I'm removing the 5 lines that were added near the middle of the temporary type script file. I remove the 5 inserted lines from the middle of the temporary type script file.
Perfect. Both achieved the same thing, almost the same time. We're using the same account, but we don't end up on the same GPU. So, and the context varies. But overall, neck and neck. Some part Dojo did really well. Some part Codex CLI did really well. Overall, this has been a great experience. And what I just wanted to showcase here was the ability of Dojo Solo to present the information in a format that is really easy for you to follow and to communicate with. Two-way voice communication is a gift, I tell you. Once you go voice, you can't go back to reading text, a wall of text. This has been a simple benchmark, Dojo versus Codex CLI by OpenAI.